Hello everybody, welcome to my first Killstreak breakdown. Today we'll be having a breakdown of a 60 Palpatine Killstreak on Kashyyyk. Just to let you know about some stuff that I'll have later on, I'm going to have a 75 Yoda Killstreak on Endor coming up. And right now I'm just going to hop into some general tips for Palpatine. So first off, when playing Palpatine, always dash as much as possible. Dashing makes you a very hard target to hit, and also gets you around the map very quickly. Another tip I have is don't jump really high up to his max height, as during that long, slow fall down, you easily take a lot of damage and can quickly get you killed. Instead, just do small little hops. That also makes you pretty hard to hit, and it keeps you moving at the same time. Other tips I have is when using the chain lightning. This is for me personally. I always like using the regular lightning first, using the chain lightning, and continue holding down lightning just to kill off anything with extra health like enforcements and heavies. And another thing that I always try doing is keeping on Dark Ore as much as possible, as the Dark Ore obviously damages people who get close to you, and it's a very good tool for slowing down saber heroes who may try rushing you. When activating it, always be behind cover, as it obviously has a very slow animation, and for any new players out there, it can only be activated on the ground, so you cannot do an air. It has to be activated on the ground. And that's basically all I can think of for it now. In GA, you don't really need to use electrocute much, as it's very unreliable and it's very short. Also has a very long animation. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my gameplay playing in the background. I'm just going to tell you what I was thinking while I was playing. And it will start very shortly. So basically right here at the start, I try getting over to where the first people are that I can find, get the kill streak started off. Over here I find a group of people, some heavies, salt. There's enough of them, so I decided to use the chain lightning on them to get them all damage. Have the Dark Ore on, have them highlighted in white. Basically getting them all while basically right now they're all trying to fall back. For the most part they're not really paying attention. And of course I just spawned in, so they don't really know that I'm out here really yet. Over there's the aerial. He does end up getting away. Just barely wasn't able to get him, but my teammates do finish him off. Earlier I saw the assault. As you can see, he's falling back. I decided to finish him off real fast. Over here is their objective that you saw pop up. So I knew there was a guy there. Off to the left there were a lot of enemies, and out in this wide open, Palpatine can easily take a lot of damage. Right there's a heavy. Sentries are very dangerous to Palpatine, so I tend to go after them first. Right here I jump up there because people won't really go after you up there too much. Every once in a while they do it to see you. Once again, chain lightning there, damage from enemies, also get to see where some of them are based on where the lightning goes. I start hitting back right here, and the assault is shooting at me, so just dash out of the side a little bit, make it harder for him to hit me. And once again, he's obviously running over there. I believe the objective was over there, which is why he's probably going that direction. Go over to their spawn, get a couple of their players, and I start heading over here since there was nobody else left down there. I saw there's a lot of people over here on the hill, so I come over and basically try to get them out from the side. Of course, you always want to go after the people that are shooting you first, that way you don't take damage from them. And everybody who isn't paying attention to you, they're as much as a threat, so they can hold off for a second. So back down here, I saw that there's a lot of people off to my left. Start going for them, got caught in the shock trap right there, which is kind of annoying because it prevents you from jumping. And a slight second hesitation can also give you a lot of damage. See, I left that one heavy alive, so I go over here. I use the chain lightning right here. It does not work, which almost cost me my life very early. Head over here and just let it regen back up. The LAT was behind. They were around the corner over here, so I wasn't too worried about them. come over. Once again, I'm being very cautious now because I'm low in health. I get the one guy fast. I saw the objective marker. Once again, heavies have the most health, have very rapid fire, and are dangerous at close range. Especially if they have an explosive shot on if you're playing as a saber hero. Another thing to be cautious of over there on the left is normally where their heroes go, so I was also watching out for that. Okay, a couple of other guys who came forward here. Notice there's the heavy with the explosive sentry. Keep going side to side, making me a harder target to hit and slightly jumping up and down. If I would have jumped really high up there, it would have made me a very easy target for him to hit. I head back over this way. Go after the specialist that's standing there who's probably scoping in. Head over, get the aerial. And here I just activate that, get it on the Dark Aura. Text me just in case a hero comes out of nowhere. Come down here, get a couple other guys fast. Chain Lightning finishes off the other heavy. And at this point, I'm gonna try pushing up there, getting all the other players up on top of there. They're shooting down on all of us. I jump up here. I kind of missed the jump and used the chain lightning too late. So that was kind of wasted. I didn't really see anybody, but I did see Anakin on the minimap, so I decided to just go down, fall back a little bit to my teammates. No point in taking Anakin on the 1v1 when I don't need to at all. Up here, the one guy died, so the chain lightning was once again kind of wasted. I don't like wasting that ability because it's very good on large groups of people. Like right here, it kind of would have been nice because there were 2 people there. And once again, 2 more people, some free easy kills from behind. Flanking people with Palpatine is always really good because his lightning can lock onto multiple people and damage them all at once, especially for the chain lightning. Take out large group of people just like that really quickly with very little effort. Right here I'm just going to go around, see if I can find anybody. End up seeing that there's 2 heroes on the map now kind of on both sides of me. Once again I start falling back. I believe at this point they have to start falling back also, so they don't really tend to go after me right here. Once again I didn't realize there was a back group of people out there when I first jumped up, so I just decided to play it safe and go back down real fast. Darth Maul ended up getting him. I was on the other side of the tree when I first tried attacking him. See the one heavy over there. Try going after him with the aerial. Basically what I try doing, especially for saber heroes and Palpatine, is hit the opponents before they can really react in time to deal damage to me. That's basically why I always am thinking when I'm playing any type of hero. Hit them before they even have time to react. I wasn't really paying attention there, so Luke got a hit or 2 on me. At this point, I'm really just going straight back, trying to get away from them. As you can see, I only have 51 health here. Go back to my teammates, use the chain lightning, slow them down right there. And my safety point is kind of the MTT because they don't want to really run under there or around it, because that can instantly wipe them out. I just sit here, look around real fast, making sure that I'm not rushing into anything with the slow health. Notice there's a couple guys over here, but now I'm just trying to get some free easy kills so I can get my health back up. Like I said, I normally use chain lightning for large groups of people, but when I'm low on health, I won't hesitate to use it on one person just to get a quick kill on them. I noticed Luke was over there, so I decided not to go that way. I do see Anakin here, but he obviously wasn't paying too much attention. At this point, he's kind of chasing me again. Right here, they're both kind of surrounding me again. I know they're going to start chasing me because they did it last time. Right now, I'm just going back and forth, trying to throw them off. I go out into opening where a lot of my teammates are. Trying to lure them out. Right here, they were taking a lot of hits because of what they were doing. They were staying out into the open too long with many of my teammates. I was also slowing them down with my lightning, obviously locking onto them. So they ended up both falling back. And for the most part, they started leaving me alone after this. Luke ended up dying here. I was kind of happy for that. Didn't have to worry about him as much. come over here, which is normally where a lot of the people are. This is normally where I'm pushing at this phase in the map, but obviously I saw back quite a bit. Saw all those people and was really happy. They all weren't facing toward me at all. And that gave me a lot of health back. At this point, I'm just hovering around. I see there's a Lando, so I have to be really careful of him possibly stunning me, just leaving me out in the open. But both Anakin and Lando were dealt with there. That was not a good place to plant my rifle at all, right in front of an ARC trooper. Just quickly got him out. I was going behind there, but the ARC trooper had set it on a shock trap and that threw me over that direction. See the heavy there? Obviously wasn't aiming too well there, so didn't really lock on too well. Noticed there was a guy behind me, so I dashed backwards to get him before he could shoot me in the back. Right here, the LAHT is chasing me, as they can tend to do when switching phases. I'm also not very high in health, so they won't be afraid to target me. I'm basically at like a regular trooper at this point for them. So I just hide behind the grass, try to save some of my health. Over here, I tend to go over to the hill just in case there's people over there. I wasn't too cautious about it, didn't really pay attention to my backside, which ends up resulting in my death. Well, if you guys enjoyed it, please let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you guys later.
It is good to fight by your side again.